In terms of working with self-employed people or freelancers, there is a lot of confusion around compliance and how to handle that, both from even running a business, but down to tax and accounting. And I think it's one of the areas that needs the most support. There's a lot of different platforms coming out that can really help these freelancers find more clarity and guidance in the areas that are tricky, and not just to gloss over it, which is often the case.
I don't think that public policy and the law are keeping pace with our changing economy. Our economy is so different now than it was 20 or 30 years ago because of changes in communication and in technology and in investors and funds, and information is just moving so much quicker, and entrepreneurs are setting up businesses all over the place. The problem is that these entrepreneurs don't have the resources to deal with the burdensome regulatory agencies and requirements that are still in place based on the old economy of 20 or 30 years ago.
I would also say that there are a lot of people in the self-employed or freelance economy who don't necessarily get into it because they want to be a freelancer. There are people such as a working parent who are interested in finding a job and are surprised almost to find jobs that are in line with their career that are also freelance, which historically would have only been employee-based roles. So some people stumble into freelance work and really do need that extra support and guidance in what it means and what are the regulations.
But I think nowadays the pace of technology is so rapid, and the gap between where public policymakers are and technology in the real world exists is enormous. And so it's going to create a tremendous amount of problems. And we're already seeing that. What we're seeing is the gig economy, for example. We have millions of people every week or month becoming gig workers, and they have no clue really what they're supposed to do. They don't know who to pay tax to, they don't know what records to keep track of. And it was just recently that the IRS put up a page on their website saying, here's some ideas.
What I'm most excited about is that by 2020, it's estimated there'll be over 50 million self-employed in the workforce. And if public policy decision makers can partner up with accountants and self-employed to really create this educational platform where we can embrace the cloud, we can embrace receipt capture, and other opportunities for them to just be on top of their tax compliance and obligations, I think we'd all be in a much happier place. I would love to see the IRS and policymakers embrace these new technologies to make life so much easier for small business in the self-employed workforce.